PS1 memory cards. And I've even labeled them with the genre that goes on the card. This one's my horror PS1 card. And to bring back more than that, I'm good. Yeah, I get how that is. Because my dad died of cancer when I was 15, so I get it. Okay, chat, how's the game sound? Fuck cancer, that is correct. Wow, it's really quiet. How's the game sound, chat? Does it sound appropriately spooky? The game is pretty quiet? Okay. How about that? Is that better?
The evil murderer lived. All the victims were slashed to death.
With a knife?
That's some good spooky?
Sounds crazy,
Cool.
but it looks like they were killed.
I'm also not wearing earbuds, so let me know if you guys are hearing echo in the game audio. You'll be hearing echo in the game audio because there's like a half-second delay between the Elgato. I can't change the dialogue, Rio. That's just how the game is mixed. This is a PS1 game. It ain't got those options where you can change the dialogue audio versus the game audio versus the whatever. So it's more is the game overall, is it quiet? Yeah. So my goal eventually is I need to get a save file with all of these endings. So I need to fill out that ending list so I can get access to Booyah Booyah mode, which for some reason was only in the Japanese version of this game. So we're gonna go for the bad ending on we're gonna get all of Jennifer's first, because why not? I'm not gonna get them all today because I do want to play Kuon. I do want to do a couple attempts of Kuon Yin phase. But I figured this would be a good way to test the Japanese PS2 and my retro tank. To make sure everything works fine. Because the way I have my setup now, all I have to do to switch between the US and the Japanese PS2 is literally unplug one and plug in on the other, and they literally sit on top of each other on my desk, so. And the only thing I have to do to switch between the PS3 and the, whatever goes into the retro tank, so either PS2, is swap the HDMI cord that is going into the Elgato. So I've made it much easier for me to stream from whatever console I want. Anyway. Still works fine. Clean up about a PS2 versus Fantagrass. Oh, that's fun. Is it a PS2 Slim or a PS2 Fat? And what do you mean by cleaning it out for dust and stuff? Are you going to be opening up the console, or are you just going to be, like, using compressed air and getting as much out of it as you can? Yeah. Is the Slim? Okay. The Slim is much easier to take apart. As somebody who has refurbished videos on YouTube and cleans consoles as a hobby, the PS2 Slim is orders of magnitude easier to care for than the PS2 Fat. The PS2 Fat is one hell of a system to try and refurb, because it has approximately 5 million tiny little plastic pieces that can break. I have opened up a PS2 Fat before and just found the disc tray shattered. Because the PS2 Fat is a surprisingly fragile system. Cleaning out the fans and exhaust, I think it'll be fine. Especially if it's a first wave PS2 Fat, because those actually have a ribbon cable going to the top of the case. other versions of the PS2 didn't have that. So when you're lifting off the top of the case, you have to be very, very careful, because if you lift it up at the wrong angle or too quickly, you can rip that ribbon cable out. I broke my first PS2 when I was a kid doing that. The PS3, it was metal, huh? Actually, I stream off of my PS3 that it's not a launch PS3, but it is a CECH-E01 model, which was the last model that was backwards compatible to the PS2. So it's the last one that could play PS2 discs, which makes it more stable than the launched systems, which is the CECH-A01 was the release system. So it's more stable than that one, but it is also a partial emulation system, which is why when you see me speedrunning Fatal Frame 3, I have all of those graphic glitches on the doors and stuff. There are some games that it has the same capability to emulate PS2 games that the launch console has. It's just because my PS3 is a partial emulation PS3 and not a hardware PS3 like the launch one. It has some funny little graphic glitches on some games. But the PS3 is not nearly as fragile as people think it is, if that makes sense. It definitely has heating issues, especially now. So especially if you have an earlier, like a PS3 fat, you want to make sure that you replace the thermal paste on it. Because, I mean, the PS2 never really had thermal paste. The PS1 never needed thermal paste. There are certainly areas on a PS2 or a PS3 where putting a heatsink or thermal pads would help, but it wasn't a requirement like it was with the launch PS3s. Launch PS3s definitely have a heating issue. Right, I'm playing a video game instead of just talking about refurbishing consoles. There we go. I'm just pulling up the Wikipedia entry so I can get the endings. I remember what to do for some of the endings, just not all of them. So we're gonna get Jennifer killed. Are you guys ready to get Jennifer killed? Let's get Jennifer killed. You shelf for your PlayStation, but I should take a picture once. I haven't taken a picture of it yet because I'm still haven't gotten around to refurbishing the last 2 PS1s that I need to for it. But I actually do have all of my PS1s on display. I have all of my consoles on display, but my PS1s actually have, like, those little, easel type display things that they sit on. And because I have 10 if you can, no. Yes. 10 PS1s if you consider, in my personal collection, if you consider my PS1, my mini console, the PSONE, the PS1, the white console, then I have 10. But of the gray bricks, I have 9. The only reason I haven't taken a picture of the display yet is because I still have to clean 2 of the Japanese ones before I can put them on display. Right, I'm playing a video game. Oh, you know what I should do? Actually, hold on. I've never done this before. You guys ready to see something I've never tried before? Because you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. This has been sitting on my shelf for ages, and I haven't used it yet. Hold up. Are you guys ready for this? Bam. I keep forgetting I have this because the only reason I got this... Also, look at this yellowed ass mouse pad. It's supposed to be white. I kind of want to put together a retro brighting setup just to fix that. Because you can see, if you look really closely at it, there is a bit of white. So you know that the paper underneath it is white, but yeah. You know it's just been yellowed. There's one on Goodwill for like $30 with 2 controllers. Well, do it. Because PS1s are really cheap. But yeah, I have 4 Japanese PS1s and 5 US PS1s. 6 if you include the PS1 Slim. And my PS1 Slim has a OEM Sony branded LCD screen for it. It's not one of the knockoffs. Which I'm trying to sell another one, so if you want one, I've got it on eBay. Because I have 2 of them, but there's only one that's in my collection, and then I have the ones that I sell. Okay, this is going to be my first time ever trying to use this. So chat, hold on to your butts. Gotta have a first time for everything. Let's see if it works. Yes, this is a PS1 mouse. An official PS1 mouse. Look at that trackball. It is especially useful for this game. For Clock Tower Ghost Head. I have to push back my mouse for this. Or my microphone for this. Okay. Oh my god, it works. You guys, it works. Look at it. Okay. Let's return to game. Whoa. This feels weird. Okay. This feels weird. You trackball, those taste. If you've eaten a trackball before, Ryu, you're not supposed to eat those. BT dubs. Also, how's the game look? Look at all them sharp pixels, chat. Look at all the sharp pixels on screen. So many sharp pixels. Certainly looks better than me plugging component or composite input into the next gen graphics there. Into the into my Elgato directly. There we go. I know how to speak. Ooh, my tea got cold. And bitter. So from a broken mouse. Come on, Scarlet. Hey, Ryu, you spelled my name wrong. You spelled my name wrong, Ryu. Ryu, you goofed. Ryu, you fucked up. Too many T's. Too many T's, Ryu. Too many T's. This thing looks so good. And you know what's funny? I'm using gold-plated PS3 official component cables on the PS2 because you can do that. And I have no reason to use them on the PS3. I can play HDMI on the PS3. But the contacts are drying out, okay? Shh. Come on, dude. There we go. Wait, did I forget something? Oh, the statue. Right. I forgot the statue. That's what I forgot. I haven't played this game in a hot minute. Both versions of the DualShock, ones without and without the animals. Like, well, that's cool. I have a lot of the controllers. I haven't actually parsed out what's going to be in my actual collection. This is taking some getting used to. I need to go through my controllers and all my cords and figure out what's me collection and what stuff that I'm going to be bundling to sell on, like, eBay with stuff. But being a filthy tourist for a few days. You're in my city. You're stalking. You're stalking me. Confirmed. This is weird. Playing this thing with a mouse is bizarre. Oh, you want to know what other game is useful to use this mouse for, you guys? Dead Aim on PS2. I haven't played it. I own it. I haven't played it yet. But apparently, Dead Aim is so much nicer to play with the PS1 mouse. Or with a mouse in general, because of the nature of how you aim in that game. You're over in Hawthorne in an Airbnb. You should go to Hawthorne Game Exchange. There's also some really good antique malls in vintage stores on Hawthorne too. Addiction to gacha games, into getting old Power Rangers merch. That's probably healthier. Probably. Also, I've organized all of my games and stuff. The only games I actually have up here now in my display, because you can see it's all empty at the bottom now. The only games I actually have up there are games that I see myself actually putting into a PlayStation 2. I removed all of, like, the shovelware games, all of the sports games, all the stuff that's part of my collection, but I don't really have the room or the space to put them all on display. So now it's just the good shit that's up there now, like Onimusha, Odin Sphere, Silent Hill, all that jazz. The Otter Station at the zoo tomorrow. I'll probably spend a bunch of Pals. Pals is good. Pro tip, bring a snack to the zoo. Don't eat the food there. Do not eat the food at the Oregon Zoo. I say that from experience. Do not eat the food. It is not worth it. Especially not worth the price. And especially if you're vegan. Food to make you poo. They also lie about what's in their food, Ryu. Like, they say that that they have a vegan burger, and I can tell you it's not, last I checked, and I used to work there, it's not vegan. There is egg in the patty, and there is milk and butter in the bun. So, so I would not trust anything from the zoo. Oh, right, I've talked to Harris, then I have to look at the statue. Vegetarian, vegan is the same. No, they just don't care. I tried for 6 months to get them to at least switch it to saying vegan or vegetarian instead of vegan, and they didn't do it. They did it on the boards because I kept bitching at them, but as far as I know, it still says vegan on the online mobile ordering menu. And there was a time where I caught them trying to switch it back. Crunch. Excuse you, I did not tell you to stop running, Barton. I accidentally ate something organic and all natural for breakfast. Ants in the pancakes. Oh, why would you tell me that? I don't want to know about that, Duke. That's gross. I mean, did it taste okay? I guess. Controlling this with the mouse is bizarre. Ants in your pancakes. Ah. No. No. Hi, Jen Jen. Doesn't mean I'll start hitting bugs regular. Jesus Christ. Can't remember what order I have to do this in. I know I have to go see Helen. Playing a PlayStation game with a mouse. This is so freaking weird. Wait a minute. How do I pause the game? Can I? Can I even pause the game? This could be bad. That's not what I asked, Duke. Did it taste okay? Did the ants in your pancake syrup taste okay? All right. There's somebody in her room. How did he get in there? A little extra dimension to the savory and buttery. I don't like it. Don't like it. Hey, look, it's a fully grown man hitting on a teenager. This is healthy. Hi, Bunny. This music fits Tally very well, chat. Scenario 1, Jen Jen. Gasp! Doesn't run until this point. Okay.
What's the matter? There's someone following me.
What was that noise? Oh, hey. That's what happens when you have fast disk speed on, chat. Oil can. Channel points! Yes, this is correct, Ryu. There we go. Oh, I had to plug in the other controller so I could do the memory card. The reason I'm saving here is I can't remember if I'll have a chance to save later on. I'm just going to go back to the controller for a hot minute because I want to put a save before ending E. Pro Barton. Oh, actually, it lets me save after each area. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't actually need the controller. Or don't actually need the controller because I can save after each quote-unquote section, which is the important part. So we should be fine. Go, let it go! Oh. Use the key, dumbass. Looks through the window. Oh, I don't have a key. You have a mechanical typewriter. It's fully mechanical one, too. I want to get a fully mechanical typewriter at some point, just as a display piece. But I need to get room for it first. Run away! Because, yeah, I need to make sure I have a save. Right here, so I can get ending E, and then I can load the save and keep going. Because we're going to get Jennifer killed right now, chat. Are you guys prepared to get Jennifer murdered? Time to get Jennifer killed. Do. Where'd the bunnies go? There they are! Hey, chat. It's bunnies. Okay, so if I remember correctly, Oh no, I don't go here yet. Okay. Sumimasen. Noran imasu ka? It's like, where's Nolan? Oh, wait. I have to go talk to Helen first. That's what it was. That's what I get for not speedrunning this game a lot. Good thing I'm not speedrunning it right now. We're just trying to get all the endings so I can unlock Booyah Booyah mode. Look at that little long loaf bunny. They're cute, Tally. You know that? So is Garrus, but you can't see him as well. He's just sort of a loaf. It's difficult to try to read the Japanese fast. And again, since there's no reading, there's no hiragana or katakana above the kanji, I can't read most of the kanji. I can read hiragana and katakana just fine. I cannot read most kanji. Okay, now we should be able to go see Nolan. No, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. There he is. Click on Nolan's butt. Okay, this is where we're going to get Jennifer killed. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to see some Jennifer death? Jennifer managed to escape the terrible clock tower in the first game, only to die horrifically at the whims of people who want all the endings in a video game. Okay. Since you can't tell as much because it's in Japanese, but I also do have the English version of this game. If you say yes here and you sent the demon idol to Rick, the old guy, and you say yes here, you go onwards. If you sent it to Rick and you say no here, you get the worst ending. You get ending E. If you didn't send the demon idol there, if instead you had Helen take it to the library and you say yes here, you'll get E ending. And if you say no here, you'll be able to keep going. That's why you have to remember where you sent the demon idol. So let's get Jennifer killed. Scenario 2, Edward. Uh-oh. Though another way that you can do it, actually, if I think about it, it might actually be faster because there is two ways to get ending E. You can either go to the wrong place to look for the demon idol, or just leave the area without the demon idol. So I'm gonna test that. We're gonna test that. Because I honestly can't remember how to get through Helen's. And Helen in the library is a lot longer than Nolan at Rick's house. So, plugging back the controller so I can pause the game again. Yeah, because I'm honestly not sure. Because I'm pretty sure you can leave. If I remember correctly, you can leave without the demon idol, and that gets you the worst ending. I'm actually going to leave the controller plugged in for now, instead of using the mouse. Just because there's going to be some finagling. Because, I mean, I might as well save. Because you can't leave the house until you find out the location of the Barrow's mansion. But if you don't have the demon idol, then you can't go to the Barrow's mansion. If I'm remembering the game correctly. Do 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 do. Chat, how's your day been? How's your week? Aw. And there's Yaris' little feetsies. You can see him there, I think, doing this next to his face. I need a nice train ride down. Did you take Amtrak? I like taking Amtrak. Whenever I go to PAX Prime or PAX West, I always take Amtrak. Because it's cheaper than a plane. If you're going between Portland and Oregon, or if you're going between Portland, Oregon and Seattle, Washington, it is a hell of a lot cheaper to take it. And the time difference, once you factor in, you know, going through TSA, getting to the terminal, having to wait for the plane, boarding the plane, takeoff, landing, waiting for your luggage, it's about the same amount of time to take the pond hopper plane between Portland and Seattle and just taking the Amtrak train. It's so much cheaper, but it's so long. It is not. The Amtrak train's only like 4 hours. A plane, once you factor in TSA and everything, it's not that much longer. It's really not. Also, with the Amtrak, you can get up, you can walk around. They usually have dining cars where you can go have lunch, you can get a cup of tea, and you can watch all the really pretty scenery. Amtrak all the way. A very comfortable journey down the coast. I would love to do that one of these days. I would love to take a vacation and just take the train, like, down the coast and see a bunch of stuff. Okay. Yeah, just because I didn't want to bother with with Helen. Just fuck that noise. Hey, look, it's Barry Burton, you guys. I found Barry. It's Barry. Everyone say hi to Barry. runs across the panoramic view. Yeah, and you've got all of the forested areas that you go through when you're taking Amtrak through Oregon or through Washington. It's great. I love it. Also, King Station, where the Amtrak or the Greyhound drops you off in downtown Seattle, that's like right next to... If you're taking the train, it's near, but if you're taking like the Bolt bus or Greyhound or something, it literally drops you off in front of the Awaji Maya. The Bolt bus specifically drops you off in the parking lot of the Awaji Maya. Oh, right, supposed to click auto. Nice cinematic camera angle there, bro. Also, I'm able to take my harp on the train, and I can't do that as easily on a plane. Last time I took Amtrak up to Seattle for PAX, I brought my harp, because I like to take my harp around and play it for people when I'm in an appropriate costume or some such, because I can play video game music on it. And on Amtrak, I can actually have the harp with me in my seat because you have the legroom for me to have the harp there. And I can also put it in, the overhead, or I can safely put it with luggage, or is that the other thing? Oh no, what's gonna happen to Rick? I wonder what could possibly go wrong. Crunch. Crunch! Cadaverific! Yeah. I wonder if this will work. Can't remember if it does or not. Okay, it does. I say you've noveled back maybe yourself for 6 minutes, or you could give it to me. Because I've never read it, and I would love to read it. Now, this isn't the way I would normally do this, but the reason I'm doing it this way, is specifically to make it easier to get the 2 endings. So to count for you, 695. Oh, so generous. Now you can literally find you can literally find like the scans of the book online, I think. So, there we go. Oh, right. I actually have to click on the... I forgot that I actually have to click on the mask. Okay. I'm gonna save it here. Because at this point, I could go get the demon idol. But I'm not going to because I want to get the bad ending. And if I remember correctly... Hello, self. I'm trying to access Booyah Booyah mode. Also, I finally have an upscaler. Which is great. Booyah Booyah, yeah. I have to get all the endings, so we're going for ending E right now. Because I don't have the demon idol. Is a Saint Bernard! Hit him! Poor Saint Bernard. Okay, we should have just unlocked ending E. Time to watch Jennifer die.
And so, the evil statue was never found. All clues to his whereabout proved to be dead ends. And Scissorman...
Bye, Jen Jen. Crunch! See, I don't like Jennifer's ending E. Because it just like hints at her dying. But in Helen's ending E, like, the implication is that Helen and Jennifer's ending E, like, Jennifer's happens first and then Helen's happens. Like, Helen's ending E happens directly afterwards because Jennifer gets up and she gasps, right? Looking at the window. And then in Helen's ending E, she finds Jennifer with scissors in her back. And then the door closes to reveal the Scissor Man is in the room and, you know, implied kills Helen. But I kind of wish it would have Jennifer getting killed in her ending E. Because of reasons. Oh right, you can't skip the credits in the English version or in the Japanese version. I keep forgetting about that. So we're just gonna have to chill for a minute. In the English version, you can skip the credits. In the Japanese version, you can not skip the credits, I guess. So that is one thing that the English version has over the Japanese version. You're in Japan, not America, apparently. We need speed, but the Japanese version is significantly faster if you don't consider the credits, and the speedrun for this game ends on last input, which is before the credits. So the credits are not factored into your speedrun time. So when you're not considering the credits, the Japanese version is significantly faster. Gotta jam to the music. Too bad I can't get the bunnies to jam to the music. The bunny. You can see the chinchillas though. There's one of them. There's a chinchilla. Chinchi! Oh, he knew that the camera was on him, so he stuck his little head out. Chin chili. Tally's hiding somewhere. Like she does. There she is! Aw, little stretch, Tally. No cuddling bunnies. Chat, we have cuddling bunnies. I repeat, we have cuddling bunnies. That's not bad. I sell my PS1s, my refurbished PS1s on eBay for more than that. It depends on the model of the PS1. If it has a PU18 motherboard, I sell it for 30, I think. And I sell the other models for like 25. And I buy them in lots, so I usually buy them in lots of 4 or 5 consoles at a time when I fix them. Because I'm justifying it on the fact that I'm pulling the console apart and cleaning it and making sure that it works. When you're buying something from like Goodwill's auction house or something like that, you don't necessarily know if it works. But I always include pictures of the console working. Okay, we Gucci? Excellent. We Gucci. Survivor unidentified. Alright, there's one ending, chat. Ending cleared. Next one's gonna be D, all the way up to A, then we have to do it again as Helen. I'm not gonna get them all today. I'm gonna get a lot of these on my own time because as much as I love this game, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to